into it, okay? Pros. Okay, now, some of the pros, one of the pros, out of the many that I have, is college can definitely be a learning experience, whether that be academically, socially, or personally. College for me has been a learning experience, whether it be like if you're going away to college, learning how to be more independent, or like in your classes academically, being exposed to different type of information and learning information. Within your major or your classes. So definitely a pro to college is a learning experience, and you may learn from a variety of sources, like academically, socially, or personally. So that's a good pro of college. Another pro is opportunities. So college can definitely provide you with opportunities based on your ability to network, or your motivation to network and actually reach out and just see what's out there, participate in different things, because sometimes honestly college can be what you make of it, and if you really don't make that much of it, then you won't really get that much out of it. So definitely opportunities, whether that be job positions, trips like studying abroad, or like clubs, like activities. I know some clubs they get invited to like perform in certain places, which is really cool. So definitely based on what you make of it, college can definitely be a place that provides you with opportunities. Now, another one is meeting new people. So, definitely, I feel like college is a place where you can meet new people based on where you are. So, definitely, you can meet new people and be exposed to a variety of people from different cultures or different places. I know that I've met a lot of great people here since being in college, and definitely college can expose you to a new group of people that you may not be used to being around or not. So yeah, meeting new people is a pro of college. And the last pro that I have is something that is common to everyone who is in college, that degree. Okay, because anybody got time to be spending all that money and not getting anything at the end. So yeah, earning a degree, that's another pro, because if you have a job career that you want to get further in, and you may need that degree for, it moves you closer to that accomplishment and that dream and that aspiration. So definitely earning that degree is a pro, because why are we all here? To get that degree. Now, on the other end, let's get into some of the cons. Okay, so we all know that this is so common with all college students. One con of college is money. Somehow we just don't have much of it at this point of our life, depending on who you are. But money, definitely, because it's so important to budget in college, because things are expensive, like books, but we can get into that later in the video, okay? But money definitely is a con, because depending on if you're a low income student or you're a student that doesn't have like a lot of resources, money can be really, really tight in college, especially if you're away at college, because then you have to pay for like bus tickets to go back home, and you have to buy stuff for yourself. You have to buy food if you don't have a meal plan. So definitely money is a con, and if you don't have much of it, it can really be hard to get through. Another con of college is balancing academic life with social life. So sometimes it could be really hard for some people to really balance their academic life and do well in their classes and also have a great social life. So they say that it's good to have a balance between the two, but sometimes it can really be hard to keep that balance. So definitely that's been a con for me, because I feel like I'm more on the academic side. I'm so, focused about my classes and getting all these A's and B's, and then sometimes I don't really go out and I don't really hang out with friends as much as I want to. So definitely a con is balancing that academic and social life, which can be hard, because college is a place where you're supposed to be having fun as well, and it could be different depending on who you are as a person. Another con is a lack of a consistent social group. So I know if you're going away to college, you're going to a new place, you're going to be around totally different people, new people, and sometimes it could be hard to find your place and find your group. And that could definitely be a con, feeling like you don't know where you belong yet. You haven't found your consistent social group. You haven't found like people to sit with in the cafeteria or dining hall. So definitely lack of consistent social group is a con, and sometimes it can take you a little bit of time to adjust and to really find your place in your group of people and who you feel like you connect with on campus. Another con is the big thing, stress. So it can be really stressful. Oh my gosh, like in terms of like day to day and all the things you have to do for classes, and also if you have like extracurricular activities, and also during finals week is like the most stressful time of college, because then you have to study, then you have tests back to back, sometimes you have two tests a day. So definitely stress, it can be a lot. That's why it's important to really take care of yourself and to have your self-care routines down pat, because them days can be long and busy sometimes. So stress is definitely a factor, and it's important to really take care of you, love you, do things that you love, even if it's small things, because it could definitely help you get through those stressful times in college. And then the last con that I have is something that I mentioned before, which is ain't nobody got time, but expensive books. Sometimes books are like $200 a book. So that's why I try to find websites that I can order books for the cheapest amount, because sometimes the books could be expensive, and if you don't have funding or like a scholarship to pay for those books every semester, it could really be hard. So expensive books, I definitely think is a con of college, and it's just like, why, like, we don't have money growing on trees. Why the hell do we have to pay all this money for a goddamn book that we sometimes in classes you don't even use those books all the time. Sometimes professors might assign like one reading or two readings or three readings during the semester, and it's not something that you pull from that much. So I really appreciate those professors who like only require like one book or like a few books that are not that expensive that you can just buy because they're so cheap. But definitely the books are expensive, and you're gonna find out. So is it really worth it? Well, my answer to that is it depends on what you want to do in life. If you want to have a career that requires you to have a degree, then I feel like college is worth it. But if you're coming to college because your family wants you to, or they want to see you do this, or it's forced upon you in high school, then I feel like it's not worth it, because then you're not doing it for you, but you're doing it because you feel like it's something that you just need to do, or you're just here because they say that you need to have a degree. So definitely college is worth it if you want to have a career that requires you to have a degree, or you just want to actually have the experience of college. I definitely feel like it's worth it if you do want to do that, but it's not worth it if you're here and you feel like you don't want to be. And it's okay, because at the end of the day, you don't need to go to college to be successful. You can do things that you want to do in life without having that degree. There are many fields that you can get into that you don't need a degree for. So definitely college is worth it if it's exactly what you want to do and it's the experience that you want to pull from. So that's my answer to that. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video and got a little bit about pros and cons of college that may apply to you or may not. Thank you for watching.